Okay, so we have Diego, Olivia, and Annie. Olivia, good morning, everybody.
Hey.
Good morning, Olivia. Good. Good morning. Good morning, Annie. Good morning, Sawyer. Good morning, Courtney. Oh, she's still joining. Good morning, Courtney. Good morning, Avery. It's so good to see your face, Courtney. Avery, good morning.
Hello.
Jello. Okay, we have a few.
I love the lights.
Are they nice? I think they're fun. We have a few minutes before we're gonna get started. So if you want to open up the slideshow for today, that would be pretty sick. I'm gonna open up the new copy for this period, and then we're gonna go from there. Social studies. Here we go. Oh no, cancel. Close out that. Open up this. That's what I wanted. And if you want to start to look at the warm up, you can. It's on slide number 2. You're just picking which set of lines does not belong. You take a minute to work on that, and then let me sort of just share my screen because you can't even really see my screen right now, can you? No, you can't. Share that screen. Let's grab our participants. Let's grab our chat. Okay, here we go. Smell the roses. Okay, Bridge is here. Good night, Bridget. Good night means good morning in Turkish.
Miss. Oh.
Yeah, Diego, what's going on? You got muted, my friend.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Yesterday, what we used to do is the slides in the access slip, right?
You weren't.
Yeah.
You weren't in class. Wait, you were in class yesterday, right?
Yeah.
So everything that we did in class was everything that you needed to do. So you didn't need to finish up anything. It was just sort of
okay.
The exit slip.
Yeah. Okay. So then the access slip on slide 15. Okay. Thank you.
No problem. Good morning, Lily. Good morning, Jaden. Remote is joining. Good morning, Jaden. Good morning, Isabella. Good morning. Let's see. Yeah, somebody else snuck in. I didn't see who it was. No, I said hi to everybody. Perfect. Awesome. Oh, Alyssa Button isn't in yet. Thank you so much, Jaden. Good morning, Alyssa Button. Good morning, Alyssa Button. Good morning, Miss Company. Gabby. Fantastic. Thank you so much. Isn't it fun? I like the lights. I'm going to wear it for the rest of the week and all of next week as well, because I should have been wearing it all week. I don't know what I was thinking, but it's my favorite. So we are going to get started in about 1 minute, and then we will obviously get started. So I need you to open up the slideshow to slide number, the slideshow for today. And I want you to look at slide number 2. Which of these pairs of lines does not belong and why? Once you start to get your reason, the ones that you're choosing, throw it in the chat. I'm going to call on a few people to tell me why they think it doesn't belong to the other sets, okay? So you're taking 1 minute right now to start that warm up. Pick which one doesn't belong and let me know in this box why you think that. Nice job, Avery. She is ready. Ooh, that went down the wrong pipe. Oof. Okay, wonderful. We're taking another 30 seconds to decide which one does not belong and why. Nice job, Jaden. Avery looks good. Nice job, Alyssa Button. Ooh, I like that. And what's that mathematical term that means, Alyssa Button? Nice job, Courtney. Oh, nice job. So you said C. Perfect. Nice job. Olivia, ooh, I like it. Very good. No, you're fine. You're great, Courtney. Keep it up. Olivia, awesome job on that one. Wonderful. Let me let Kaylee be in and we're going to get started. Okay. So we're looking at these guys here. Which ones do we think did not belong? Let's see who I'm going to have unmute and explain themselves. Let's see. Jaden Ramos, what did you think? Which one did you think didn't belong? Oh, that's okay. Not a problem. I'll come back to you and then I'll have someone go and then you can tell me your reason. Bridget, which one did you think didn't belong? Oh, go ahead.
No, I don't want to steal everything.
Okay. So Bridget, which one did you think didn't belong?
I picked C
Okay. And why did you think C?
because it was the only one that didn't have like a slope triangle, and it was just going straight, and the slope would have just been 0.
Oh, so she's saying C because a slope of 0. Very good. I like it. Awesome. Kayla B, that's okay. I'll let Miss Johnson know. And we'll figure it out. Okay. Okay, perfect. Jaden Ramos, let me know. Which one did you choose?
I picked B because it's the only one that's not parallel.
The only one that's not parallel. I love it. And you know what I love about what Jaden just said? Jaden said that they're the only one that are not parallel. And I love that magic math word of parallel. I love it. Fantastic job. A couple other friends said that the same reason. Alyssa Button said she believed the same pair, but because she said that they would actually connect with one another. Good. And that means that they're not parallel. Fantastic. Olivia said the same one of C because they're not parallel. Wait, no. She said C because they are parallel. Sorry, Olivia. Let me let that person in. Christmas Carter. Okay. So another friend, Avery, said D because it's the only one that starts at 0, 0. And what do we call that type of relationship? Constant rate of change, yes. Let me just mark off Carter. Sorry, guys. It means that it's a proportional relationship. Proportional means it starts at 0, 0. Yes, Billy. Nice job. It hits the origin. Very good. And Billy, I like how you clarified and you said they're AKA intersecting. Yes. I love that. 3214. Fantastic. Let's take a look now at everybody did fantastic. We could have said A because they're the only ones with a negative slope. You could have said D because like they're super duper close. Like, I don't know, like it could be anything, right? Because remember, all of these have unlimited sort of answers as long as you give me like a justification for your choice, okay? So let's take a look at our learning targets for today. So our learning targets for today are number 1, I can write equations for lines that have positive or negative slopes. We're gonna do a little bit of that. Our main focus is really gonna be on this second one though. And when we're talking about equations, we write them in the form of y equals mx plus b, where m is our slope and b is our, I'm gonna just call it a y-intercept. Okay, where does it hit our y-axis? Good. So that's the form we're going to be using for these ones here. The form for vertical and horizontal lines, horizontal meaning they're going up and down. Vertical, Mr. Main is backwards. Horizontal meaning they're going left to right. vertical meaning they're going up or down. Okay, we talked a little bit about these horizontal lines, not yesterday, but on Monday. So it's y equals mx plus b. Did I write x? No, it's y. So it's y equals mx plus b. Not a big deal. Lunch is at like 11, Diego. We have an hour, okay? So we're going to be looking at primarily lines that are vertical and horizontal today. Lines that are going up and down and lines that are going left and right. They're going to have special kinds of equations for them. So let's stay tuned. And let's take a look at what this activity is asking us to do, okay? So on the next slide, we're plotting at least 10 points whose y coordinates are -4. What do we notice about them? So let me show you what that means. On slide number 5, we need to be in our slideshows today. We're on slide number 5. We need to plot 10 points whose y coordinates are -4. So the y coordinate is always going to be -4. Yes, they're always going to be negative, Jaden. So let me show you what that means. So I'm going to grab some points from over here. I'm going to grab one of my points. It has to have a y value of -4. So I'm going to go down to -4, and I'm going to actually put a point right here because 0, -4 has a y value of -4. I can also grab another point and go over to 2, -4. So our job is to plot 10 points, 8 more on your own, that have a y value of -4. They can have a positive x value, they can have a negative x value, but they always have to have a y value of -4. Does everyone see what I'm asking you to do?
Yeah, I have a question.
Go ahead, Diego.
So, what you're saying is just we can plot it anywhere in the table, but it just has to stay at -4.
For the y value, yes. So it always has
Okay.
to have a y value of -4. So it always has to come down here. It could have an x value of a positive or an x value of a negative, but it's always going to have a y value of -4.
Okay, thank you.
So Alyssa, if you're confused, I want you just to give it a shot. And then when we come back together and we sort of discuss it, it'll be a little bit clearer, okay? So you're
Wait, so on the y-axis, we start at -4, but we could go to the left or to the right with the x-axis?
exactly, yes.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so you're taking 1 minute now to plot 8 more points that have a y value of -4. Awesome, you're taking 50 more seconds for yourselves. Actually like 55, but. So we're going to use those yellow dots, Jaden, for number 3 on slide number 4. But you're not going to do that yet. I want you just to focus on these 8 dots, and then we'll do the yellow dots afterward. Okay? Awesome. Good question there, Jaden. Fantastic. Awesome job, guys. So I'm going to have some friends unmute and read to me some coordinates that they plotted here. So let's see. Can I have Avery? Do you want to unmute and can you tell me one of the coordinates that you plotted? So if I grab one, I'm going to go, where am I going to go?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. I was a tiny bit confused because I was trying to get my Zoom
Oh,
so I
okay.
could see it.
No problem. You can't see me right now?
Oh, no, I can't. It's just like my Zoom is like too small. My computer can't fit everything.
Oh, okay. So why don't we can sort of, if you want to make it easier on yourself, if you want to sort of, we can flip, you can watch me here and then you can go, I'll give you a little bit of time at the end to go back and do it on your own. Okay. Does that sound good? So it's going to be really clear once we get into the pattern. Jaden gave me one of 6, -4, which you want to make sure that you're talking about your x value first because it's x comma y. So he went over 6 down to -4, making sure that when you're talking about that coordinate, that y value comes second. So Sawyer, if you want to just listen, we're going to go through it now. Nope. Jaden, you don't need to apologize, my friend. You're doing fantastic. So now, if I have a point at 6, -4, what's another point that I could plot here, guys? I could put one at
-4, -4.
over to -4, down to -4. Awesome job, Diego. Fantastic. Oh my gosh, Jaden Ramos said the same one. Billy said -5, -4. So over to -5, down to -4. Fantastic. Bridget said 3, -4. Very good. So over to 3, down to -4. Awesome job there. Billy, I already heard Billy's. Courtney said 4, -4, over to 4, down to -4. Yes, Courtney, that one's fantastic. Gabby Campany said over to -3, down to -4. Awesome job on that one, Gabby Campany. You can go to the bathroom, Olivia. Avery gave us one of -2, -4. Nice job there, Avery. And Jaden Ramos is going to give us this last one of 1, -4. So over to 1, down to -4. So before I have you switch back to your slideshow and do this on your slideshow, I have a question for you. What would happen if I took a line here and let me try that one more time, and I connected all of my points here? What does it do to the line? What do we notice? It becomes what kind of line? Let me make that bigger and then I'm going to click off of it. Avery said the slope would be 0. What else do we notice? What does it look like?
Horizontal.
Yes, and you know what, Diego, you said the same thing that Jaden said. It would be.
Wait, will you show me how to do the line again?
Oh, so the line, if you come up here to this little line with the 2 points in between it up top, it says line underneath it. Click it. You can sort of just line it up with this axis here and like extend it out to go through all those points.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, no problem, Melissa Button. It was funny because Jaden and Diego literally at the same time both said it's horizontal, and then Billy also added that it had a slope of 0. Very good. And how did we say that we the other day we talked about the equation for this? What did we say about the equation for a horizontal line? We're only going to use one variable or letter, right? And what is our variable that we're going to use for this one? Is it going to be x is equal to or y is equal to?
Y.
Why do you say y, Diego?
Because it's running along the. Oh, sorry.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just asking for your justification. Okay?
Because it doesn't necessarily. I think it's because it doesn't necessarily go through the x-axis. Like it doesn't go through it.
It's never going to hit that x-axis. It hits our y-axis. So we would write this equation as y is equal to, and then what number does it hit, guys?
-4.
-4, Diego. Nice. So the equation for this line, we're not even going to have an x in it because it never hits our, very good, Billy. Nice job, Jaden. We're going to say it's not going to have an x in it because it's never going to hit our x-axis. So if we were to choose the equation on slide number 4, we would circle which equation? X is equal to -4, y is equal to -4x, y is equal to -4, or x plus y is equal to -4. Nice job, Jaden Ramos. Nice job, Bridget. Because our equation line hits the y-axis, we write it as y is equal to, and then just that number. When you have a horizontal line, you're only going to use the y. You're never, ever, ever going to use an x, okay? Very good. So now I want you to take a minute. If you need to get yours on your slideshow, you can do that. And then I'm going to introduce what the next piece of this activity is going to be. So I'm going to give you 20 seconds to sort of get yours to look like mine. And then we're going to move forward. Okay, so that means you want to have your points all on this graph here, and you have your y equals -4 circled. Yes, Jaden. Nice job. You're so clever, Jaden. Okay, so now I want to take a look at the next piece of this. So we did number 1, we did number 2. Now we're going to look at number 3. So on the next slide, on the same grid, we're now going to use those yellow points to plot at least 10 points whose x coordinate this time is +3. So that means I'm always going to be going over to +3. And then you can sort of pick points that are up or down. I'm going to plot 2 with you guys together, and then you're going to take a minute to plot the other 8. So I can put one, I'm going to go over to -3, and I'm going to put it right on this axis right here, just on the -3. -3, comma 0. Okay, I'm also going to take one and plot one at...
That was positive.
Huh?
That was positive.
Oh, did I say positive? I meant positive. Sorry. +3, comma 0, 3, comma 0. I'm going to go over to +3 down to -3. So I plotted 2 points here. I want you to take 1 minute to plot 8 more points that have an x coordinate of +3. Oh my gosh, Billy. Yes, Billy. Okay, you're taking 1 minute right now. Give it your shot. Give it your best shot. Sorry, yes, Jen, you got that. Nice job. Mr. Rain sometimes says silly things. Billy, I love that. I'm gonna call on you and you're gonna share out that concept that you just talked about. I like it. Nice job, Alyssa Button. Wonderful job. We're taking another 26 seconds to plot. Think about it though. Does it ever hit our y-axis, Jaden? So vertical and horizontal lines are special when we write equations. I'm going to talk about it in a little bit, okay? So I just want you to think, does it ever hit that y-axis? Think about it. Okay, we're taking about 10 more seconds for our, actually, we're all set. Mr. Reen, I guess, is not as good as at time as she thought she was. Okay, so here we go. Alyssa Button already gave us one. I'm going to read Avery's also in a second. So let me just read Alyssa Button's first. So if we looked at Alyssa Button's, she said go over 3, comma, -5. So that means, let me just find where my mouse is. I'm going to grab this point. I'm going to go over to +3, down to -5. Awesome job, Alyssa Button. Avery said 3.5, comma, so I think it would be 3, comma 3.5, Avery, because we want to make sure that we are going over to 3, which is our x value, which comes first, over to 3, up to 3.5, and that would work. Let me just go up a little bit with that. There we go. Nice job, Avery. Very good on that one. Courtney said, yeah, Jaden, nice job on that fixing of that equation. 3, comma 4, over to 3, up to 4. Carter, let me get one from you. Over to 3, up to 4. Awesome job there, Courtney here. Bridget said 3, comma -5. Oh, I think we already have one at 3, comma -5 though. So let's look at another one that Bridget said. Bridget also said 3, comma 4. So over to 3, up to 4. Good job. Over to 3, up to 5 as well would work. Nice job, Jaden. Diego said that same one. Carter, what's another one that you think? What do we think, Carter? That's kind of a bummer, my friend. If I'm looking at what Jaden just put, he put another one of 3, comma -1. Nice job. Over to 3, down to -1. We could do another one at 3, -2. Nice job, Bridget. 3, -2. Nice job, Bridge. Avery said 3, -4. Yes, nice job. Over to 3, down to -4. And we could put one more at, for example, 3, 2. Nice job. So if I were to connect these with a line here, ooh, Miss Jermaine, that was bad. Let me try that again. There we go. That's a little bit better. If I were to connect these with a line like I did right now, what would we notice? I mean, they're a little bit off because it's a little bit tricky to write them perfectly perfect. What do we notice about this line? Very good, Jaden. Nice job, Jaden. Oh, go ahead, Diego.
Oh, never mind. It's converging on -4, 3.
Very good. Well, it'd be 3, -4, but yes.
Yeah, sorry.
It goes through our x-axis. These two lines intersect. Billy, what was that thing that you put earlier? That you thought they were going to do what?
The x-axis and the y-axis intersect and make a perpendicular line.
Yes, nice job. The x-axis and this they intersect and they create a perpendicular line, which means they have a 90-degree angle here. Very good. It crosses over our for this one, it crosses over which axis here? Nice job, Bridget. It crosses over the x-axis. It crosses over that line that we also drew before. So if we were going to create an equation for this one, vertical and horizontal lines are special. When we look at equations for vertical and horizontal lines, we're only going to use one variable or letter. And the variable that we use is which axis it crosses over. So if I want to write the equation for this new yellow line right here, which axis does it cross over? Nice job, Diego. Nice job, Jaden. Nice job, Alyssa. It crosses over my x-axis. So my equation is going to be x is equal to, and then what number does it hit at? Yes, Jaden, very good. It hits at 3. So the equation for this line right here is going to be x is equal to 3. Okay. So what we're going to do to sort of close out today is we wrote our equation of x is equal to 3. And now we're going to use those two lines on this slide right here, slide number 5, and we're going to graph an equation first that has the equation of what x is equal to -2. So if the equation is x is equal to -2, which axis is it going to cross over? X is equal to -2.
X.
The x-axis, very good. Because it's x is equal to -2, it's going to cross the x-axis. So is it going to be vertical or horizontal? V or H?
Vertical.
What do we think?
V.
It's going to be V. It's going to be vertical. Because it hits our x-axis, it's going to be vertical. And it's going to hit at -2. So I'm going to come to this slide right here. And I'm going to make sure that it hits the -2. And I'm going to create a line that's a vertical line that goes through -2. Okay? So I grabbed that green line and I created a vertical line that goes through -2. My next one here is, it says the equation y is equal to 5. Is that going to be vertical, V, or horizontal? Nice job, Olivia. Nice job, Bridget. It's going to be a horizontal line here. So if I were to come back to slide number 5, I need to make a horizontal line. So I'm sort of going to go like this, just so that it's horizontal. And it's going to hit at what number? Y is equal to? Very good, Jaden. Nice job, Avery. It's going to hit at 5. Nice job, Avery. So I'm going to come back here and I'm going to line it up with this y is equal to 5. I'm going to extend it so that it goes all the way off. And now I have an equation line that's y is equal to 5. X is equal to -2. Okay. So let me show you how we're going to close off our lesson for today. We talked about special kinds of lines. We talked about horizontal lines and vertical lines. When you're writing equations for vertical and horizontal lines, it is your job to decide which axis does it cross. That is the letter that you are going to be using when you're writing the equation. If we look now at slide number 6, I have 5 lines drawn on this grid here. It's kind of crazy. We need to write the equation for a couple of these lines. So if I look at line A, this guy right here, what axis does this hit?
X.
X.
Very good. It hits my X. So if I were to write an equation for this blue line right here, I would start with what variable? What is equal to?
X.
X is equal to, and then I need to decide.
-4.
Diego, let me ask the question first, dude.
Okay, sorry.
Which axis, where does it cross my x-axis here? It crosses at -4. So the equation for line A is going to be x is equal to -4. Now, your job independently for about 30 seconds is to look at line B. What is the equation for line B? What do we think? Put it in the chat if you have it. But what is your value going to be? It's not going to be exactly the same. Not going to be exactly the same. It's going to be, what do we think? Well, which axis does it cross? Very good, Courtney. It crosses our x-axis, and it crosses at what number this time? Not at -4, but nice job, Avery. It crosses at a +4. You can write the plus, or you can just write it as a 4. Last one we're going to look at. We're going to start with something like this on Monday, so don't fret. We're going to just do number 4 right now before you head out. Which axis does C hit here? Equation C, which axis does it hit? We're going to do E on Monday, on tomorrow, Diego, okay? It hits our y-axis.
Okay.
Equation is going to be y is equal to, and which number does it hit at for y? Very good, Courtney. It's going to be y is equal to 4, okay? Awesome job on this today. Ladies and gentlemen, you don't have to complete the rest of this. You're jumping down to slide number 9 that has the video link. You're doing practice of what we did yesterday. There is nothing new that you're learning here. You're practicing. If you watch the video, I go through a bunch of the examples together. Give me 1 second, Avery. I go through a bunch of examples together, and so you make sure you watch that video to sort of get an idea of what you need to do here, okay? I'm going to set up a link from 1 to 2 if you want to jump in, and if you have questions or if you want to work with me then, we can do that, okay?
After we watch that video, do we turn?
Yes, so once because you do the video and you're doing the activities on the slide as you're working, and then you turn it in when you finish your afternoon work, okay? The afternoon work should take you 25 minutes. Avery, what do you mean for that one there?
Like the last one, it says like y equals 4. Is it a -4 or is it a positive?
So A is negative because it hits at that -4.
Well, I know A is negative. Line C.
Oh, line C. Line C is above the y-axis here. It hits at a +4. So it's a +4. Do you see that, Avery? Okay, wonderful, ladies and gentlemen. You guys can head out. I'm going to post a link. You don't have to do line E. We're going to do this. We're going to finish this separate activity on Monday or tomorrow, okay? So you're just working on the work at home, the afternoon work this afternoon. You guys can head out. I will see you all tomorrow. Have a fantastic day. Be safe. Bye. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll make sure everyone. Bye, Avery.
Ooh, good catch.
Bye, Lily. Bye, Ethan. Bye, Keely B.